After years of waiting, mining, and watching the Pi network ecosystem grow, the long-anticipated moment has finally arrived. Pi Network's open mainnet is officially live. The crypto world is buzzing, and many pioneers are sitting on a digital gold mine. But here's the million-dollar question: should you sell now or hold for the long haul? Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you holding or selling your Pi? And while you're at it, let me know where you're watching from by dropping your country name in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my previous videos for the latest Pi Network updates. The link is in the description. If you believe in Pi Network's future, type Pi Network to the moon in the comments. If you enjoy these updates and want to keep getting the latest insights on Pi Network and crypto, hit that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you the best updates. And just a quick disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Now let's get started. The excitement was real when Pi hit OKX, with the price soaring to $2.20 before settling around $1.69. Meanwhile, over on BitGert, it spiked to an even crazier $3.40. Sure, not everyone managed to sell at those peak numbers, but a good chunk of Pi holders successfully cashed out between $1.70 and $1.40 per coin. That's a solid win for early miners. Think about it, if you've got 1,000 Pi, you could have pocketed around $1,000 today? That's a decent payday, but let's be real for a second. If you've been mining since the early days, maybe 4, 5, or even 6 years, was all that time and effort worth just $1,000? For some, it's a fantastic return on an investment that required zero upfront money. For others, especially those used to bigger profits in the crypto space, it might not feel like life-changing money. But here's where things get interesting. What happens next? Are you holding or selling? Let's break it down. At the time of writing, Pi is floating around $1.20. That's decent, but let's talk supply and demand for a second. Pi has a total supply of 100 billion tokens, and a significant number of users haven't even completed KYC yet. Translation: a ton of Pi is still locked away, waiting to be migrated. Now that Open Mainnet has launched, many of these tokens will begin flowing into exchanges, creating some serious sell pressure. The market could get flooded with Pi, and guess what? More supply means lower prices. If you're thinking about selling, this might actually be the best time to do it. Right now, Pi's price is relatively stable, but in the coming days, that could change. There's a high chance Pi could dip below $1 as more tokens hit the market. Now before you panic, let's look at the bigger picture. Yes, utilities are being integrated into the Pi network, and that's fantastic for long-term growth. As more businesses and services begin accepting Pi as a form of payment, the ecosystem strengthens, making the coin more valuable over time. This kind of development is crucial for widespread adoption, as real-world use cases will ultimately drive demand. However, despite these positive advancements, market dynamics still play a significant role in short-term price movements. When you compare the number of people looking to sell versus those willing to buy, selling pressure is currently in the driver's seat. Many early adopters have accumulated Pi for years without the ability to trade it. And now that limited off-chain exchanges exist, a large portion of them are eager to cash out. This has created an imbalance where supply outweighs demand, leading to downward price pressure. Without a strong influx of buyers willing to absorb this selling volume, the price is unlikely to see significant upward movement in the short term. So, where do I see Pi in 3 months? Given the current market conditions, I'd say it will likely hover below $2. The lack of major exchange listings and full open mainnet access limits accessibility for new investors who could potentially drive demand. Additionally, with many pioneers still unable to complete their KYC process, a significant portion of Pi remains locked, waiting to enter circulation. Unless a major catalyst, such as exchange adoption or institutional interest, emerges, price appreciation may remain subdued. Even in 6 months, the market may still be dominated by selling pressure. If more utilities and use cases continue to roll out, this could help stabilize the price, but adoption takes time. The true test will be whether businesses and users actively choose to hold and transact with Pi rather than simply selling it. Until demand outpaces supply, Pi's price is likely to remain under pressure, making patience key for long-term believers in the project. If we're being optimistic, Maybe $2 is the ceiling for the next 6 to 12 months. Of course, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Pi Network has been in the making for over 6 years, and there's no doubt that progress has been steady. Developers are building dApps, and people are using Pi to buy goods and services. It's exciting to watch the ecosystem develop, but let's talk long-term. If you're thinking about holding, ask yourself, what does long-term mean to you? For some, 1 year is a long-term hold. For others, it's 5 to 10 years. Realistically, even if Pi jumps from $1.20 to $2 within a year, that's only about an 80% gain. In the crypto world, that's decent, but not mind-blowing. With the current bull market, there are other cryptos out there delivering 200%, 300%, or even 1,000% gains in a single year. So, is it really worth holding Pi just to make 80%? Personally, I wouldn't hold Pi expecting crazy gains, at least not in the short term. Instead, I'd be looking at reinvesting in projects with higher growth potential. But again, it all comes down to your personal strategy. For many of you, this might be your first real profit from crypto. Maybe you've earned a few bucks from airdrops like Notcoin, Dox, or Hamster Combat, but Pi is the first serious money you've made. And trust me, I get it. Making money in crypto feels amazing. But if you're not careful, you could lose it just as quickly. If you've made $500 or even $1,000 today, the best thing you can do is take a step back and learn more about the crypto market before jumping into your next move. The space is filled with opportunities, but it's also full of traps for beginners. If you're serious about understanding crypto, I highly recommend taking the time to educate yourself. Pi Network is just the beginning. There are plenty of other ways to make money in the crypto space. If you want to continue growing your earnings, here are some solid options. Airdrops, free money. Seriously, don't ignore them. Many upcoming airdrops in 2024 will give you solid earnings just for completing simple tasks. Spot trading. Buying low and selling high on exchanges is a straightforward way to profit without taking crazy risks. Futures trading, higher risk, higher reward. But be careful, one wrong move and you could lose everything. Meme coins, if you catch the right one early, it's life-changing money. But for every success story, there are thousands of failed projects. Crypto jobs, whether it's freelancing, content creation, or development, there are countless ways to earn in the industry without risking money. So that's it for today. We've explored whether you should sell or hold your Pi, the market outlook, and how to maximize your profits in the crypto space. Now it's over to you. What's your next move? Are you holding Pi for the long term, or are you cashing out now? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have any questions or insights, feel free to share them as well. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us bring you even more valuable updates on Pi Network and the crypto space. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.